Good morning, everybody. I'm going to tell you guys a story about the time I rescued a bloodhound from a wastewater lagoon. When I was out in New Mexico a couple of years ago, I was running an industrial wastewater facility, and the last stage of our process was a finishing lagoon. It's a big 140 million gallon lagoon with a plastic liner, steep slope sides, like I think greater than 45. We had contractors there installing a new line feeding our finished wastewater into the lagoon. We were in the shop, me and the guys that worked with me, and one of the contractors came down and, hey, there's a dog in the lagoon. So we grabbed a harness and a rope and ran up there. They had a backhoe on top of the levee to dig the line. So I put the harness on and we tied the rope off to the bucket on the backhoe, and I went down in the pond. When I got to the water's edge, poor old guy was weak. He was going down. Looked like he'd been swimming in there most of the night. His poor old bottom lip was just barely out the water. I tried a couple of times to reach for his collar and couldn't get a good grasp. So, sorry, buddy. Hound dogs have those big old jowls. Sorry, buddy. And I grabbed his cheek, pulled him up to me, and I got a hold of his collar, hollered at the guys, pull, and they started pulling and brought me and the poor puppy dog up to the top. And when we got up on solid ground, he collapsed. Ugh. Just laid there breathing. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, buddy. I gave him about 5 minutes to rest and come on, let's go get you cooled off. So we started walking down the levee towards the shop. We made it about 100 feet and he just collapsed again. Just blah. I got no more. All right, buddy. So we stood there and I kind of squatted down. He's just about another 5 minutes. All right, buddy, let's try again. So we made it about another 100 foot. Down again. Laid there and let him rest a little bit more. Come on, buddy, we'll get you some water. So we went on down to the shop and got in the shop, and one of the guys said, I've got a pork chop in my lunchbox. All right, cool. So we went and grabbed a pork chop, and we hunted around and found an old hard hat and rinsed it out, took the little headgear out of it and rinsed it out good, filled it up with water, and gave him a water bowl. And man, he sucked that water down, dude. So we filled it up and gave it to him again, and he drank probably 2/3 of it the second time. We gave him that pork chop and he gobbled it up. And then he kind of perked up, like, all right, cool, I'm feeling better. We're inside, we're in a cool area. He's got some water in him. We got a wet rag and kind of wiped him off a little bit, and he starts walking around the shop, and we noticed that all night long down in that basin, he's scrambling, trying to get up that plastic liner, and he's done broken all of his toenails, and poor thing. And so, but he's now happy and energetic because he's like rested and not in that pond anymore. So he's walking around the shop sniffing things and investigating and leaving little bloody puppy prints all over the shop. And so we got another rag and some clean water and kind of washed his feet, loaded him up in the truck, and took him to the local animal shelter and their no-kill shelter, and they told us they'd scan him for a chip and try and locate his owners. And last I heard, he was reunited with his family, so felt pretty good about that one. It was a pretty good day. But you never know what you're gonna find when you walk onto a wastewater facility in the morning. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. God bless y'all and have a good day. Remember, like and subscribe.